are live. What's going on? Welcome everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. Let's do a quick sound check. Make sure you can hear me and see me. Good to see everybody. How are we doing today? We'll say hi to some folks here in the chat here in a second, but welcome to another Apple Home Talk Live, where we hang out and talk about all things smart home related, specifically in the Apple Home ecosystem. So good to see everybody. We got a few things to talk about today. I'll kind of let some people, let's say hi to some folks real quick. Let's see, make sure you can see me. Yep, thank you, Frederick. What's up, Frederick? And Trent, how you guys doing today? Good to see you guys. Hope you're having a good week so far. Appreciate y'all helping out with the chat today. Larry, Edgar, what's up, Edgar? George is in the house. George, how you doing, man? Joe, what's up, Joe? From New York City. All right. Theb, Mill, Pamakit, Larry, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing today? Let me know in the chat where you're from, where you're watching from. How's the weather there? It's been kind of gloomy and rainy all day today. So one of those days, you know, but at least it's warm. It's not cold, so I can't complain too much. Trent getting ready for cold weather. All right, we got Italy in the house. What's going on? Italy. All right. Quebec. Nice. Let's see if my pop-up works. All right, good to see everybody here. So we got a couple of things to get into. A few new products we'll discuss today. I'm excited today because there's not a whole lot of new stuff really to talk about in the news or announcements. There's a couple we'll get to, but that means we have more time today for questions and just interacting in the chat, which is always a lot of fun. I enjoy that. I hope you guys do too. First up, want to say again, I am taking submissions for viewer automation. So I talked about this last couple of weeks, but I have been getting some. So if you've sent one already, I appreciate it. If I haven't responded yet, I will soon, but thanks to those who have submitted one. We do these like viewer automation videos where you guys submit your smart home automations and I showcase them on the channel. We got some good feedback. I know a lot of you guys wanted to see more of that. It's always a lot of fun to see what other people are doing with their smart homes. I would love for you to submit something for one of those showcase videos, and there's directions down in the video description of this live stream to do that if you're interested. Just real simple, shoot a little video on your iPhone or something like that and you can send it my way. Yeah, that is down there in the description. I hope to have enough of those submissions to do another viewer automation video pretty soon. So we'll stay tuned for that if you like seeing those videos. All right, I see we got some questions coming in here. I'm gonna flag these. If you do have a question, I will ask, just preface the word question, preface your comment, with the word question. That'll kind of help it stick out to me, and I'll try to flag all those that I see. Also, want to say, I will add chapters to this live stream. So if you're watching this later on, if you're watching the replay, or maybe you can't watch the whole stream, I'll put chapters in the live stream after the stream. So give me a few hours that we can skip around. I know some of you guys like that. So we will continue doing that. There will be chapters down there. And we're doing a giveaway today. We're doing some giveaways. So excited about that. Stay tuned. We'll do a few of these, but just to give you a quick little glimpse, we've got some smart buttons to give away. These are Matter smart buttons, so they will work with your smart home. They should work with, well, definitely work with Apple Home, Smart Things, Home Assistant. I'm not so sure the current status on Google Home and Amazon's voice assistant in terms of Matter buttons, but us Apple Home users are good to go. And we also have some temperature sensors here from Arre. So shout out to Arre for providing us with some of these to give away. We're going to get into that real soon. Let me jump in the chat real quick and see what's going on with everybody as people are joining. The Melted Jedi, what's going on? Good to see you here, man. Don, looking forward to smoking turkey next week when all the family is here for Thanksgiving. Awesome. That sounds very nice. We broke our stove, our oven just went out on us. Perfect timing for an oven to stop working. So that happened and we had to order another one. It's not going to be here until probably, maybe before Thanksgiving, but probably not. So yeah, that kind of stinks. But I don't know. Hopefully I'll get a smart oven and we can have some fun with that. Well, that is the plan anyways. I figure if I get a new oven anyways, might as well get one with some smart capabilities. I've never had that before. Ooh, blueberry cheesecake, that sounds good. And then also, yeah, speaking of Thanksgiving, we got Black Friday coming up soon. So what I do every year is I make a video and kind of consolidate all of the smart home related deals for Black Friday, specifically those that work with Apple Home. And nowadays we just have more and more products available as Apple Home users, which is really nice largely because of Matter, just in general, but largely because of Matter. So it's gonna be a lot of deals. I'm working on this video right now, getting everything together. I'll have a website with everything listed out. Same kind of thing I do for Prime Day. I know a lot of you guys seem to appreciate that. So we are doing that again. So stay tuned for that as well. That's coming very soon. Basically, all the smart home stuff is pretty much everything, it seems like, is on sale across the board. But smart home stuff for sure. So many good deals on smart home stuff. Zane says, waiting for Black Friday to buy some smart Christmas lights. Most probably going with Govee. Yeah, I think I have. Yeah, I've got some. You see my little stack of products back there to tinker with. I got some of the Govee Christmas lights right back there on the table. I don't know, maybe you saw my video, Zane, recently. I did a couple actually on the Christmas lights, so that was fun to do. Really enjoying all of our smart Christmas lights. And let me know in the chat, there's kind of a debate going on right now. Is it too early to do Christmas lights, or is it never early enough? Let me know what you think. I put my stuff up super early this year, but largely because I was making videos. But it does seem like it's been getting earlier and earlier every year anyways. I'm curious what you guys think. Frederick says too early. I used to be like a wait till Thanksgiving kind of guy. And then we're like, well, we'll put it up before Thanksgiving so we can enjoy it at Thanksgiving. And it just seems to get earlier and earlier. Let's see what you guys think. Brian, not early. All right, I like that. Yeah, why not? You know, if you're going to go through all the work of putting it up, might as well get the most out of it, right? Day after Thanksgiving. Yeah, I feel you, Corey. That used to be me. That used to be me. November 1st, holiday lights. Yeah, that's basically what I did. As soon as the Halloween stuff came down, Christmas stuff went up. We'll still enjoy Thanksgiving though. Eat the turkey first. I'm still going to eat the turkey for sure. We'll just eat it in front of the Christmas tree. You know what I mean? There's always like the Macy's Day Parade on TV during Thanksgiving anyways, right? Yeah, that's during Thanksgiving. So it's kind of like, you know, rolling in the holidays, I feel like. We'll do the decorations, but try to avoid the Christmas. Hey, I am 100% with you on that. Yeah, I'm with you. I do enjoy some Christmas music, but I'd prefer to wait a little bit on that. I'm with you there. That's a good way to do it. My wife, on the other hand, and my daughter, they're full-blown Christmas mode already. Like, my wife has been playing Christmas music. My daughter has been watching Christmas movies all the time. I don't know if you did see that video where I put the lights all around the back porch. It's really fun. It looks really cool, I think. And my daughter and her friends, they really enjoy going out there. They've been going out there and watching Christmas movies already. So, you know. Oh, man, not enough room for a Christmas tree, says George. Not even a little, like, Charlie Brown tree or something? Come on, man. Got to get a Christmas tree. Maybe you can just do some cool designs with your nanoleaf lights or something. One holiday at a time. I can respect it. Yeah, we started I did about November 1st. This is the earliest I've ever done it this year as well, for sure. All right, well, let's go ahead and do a giveaway, guys. Let's do one. We're going to get one out of the way. So what we do here, we're going to do a giveaway. If you're interested, this giveaway is not limited to restrictions. So as long as you can accept orders, should be worldwide. So we're going to do a giveaway for both of these products here, and then we'll get into a couple other things. So you'll get one of each if you are a winner, okay? So let me get to my giveaway screen here, and we're gonna try this out. All right, so let's go ahead and do it. Enter matter in the chat now for a chance to win. Please don't spam the chat. It does not do any good. It will only pick one comment from each person. So please put the word matter. Go ahead and do all caps just to be safe. Don't need to do it 1,000 times. I know some of y'all are going to do it anyways. But that's okay. Let's do matter. It shouldn't matter if it's all caps or not, but just to be safe, go ahead and do all caps. And we'll give this about a minute or so. And then, yeah, hopefully you'll be able to use these for your smart home. And again, shout out to Arre for sending us these. All right, we got some chats coming in. I'll give it about 10 more seconds or so. Good luck. Thank you. Yes, good sportsmanship. All right, let's do this. All right, let's see. Pick the right stream. Matter is our keyword. And let's do this. 62. All right, here we go. The winner is Amshak. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but congratulations on being a winner. Frederick is going to drop a comment in the chat on how to claim your prize. Thank you everybody for participating. We're going to do a couple more of these, so stay tuned throughout the stream. But congratulations on our current winner. All right. Now, thank you, Frederick. Joshua, I was close. Yeah, I know that's tough. I know when you see your name scrolling through there. All right, so a couple of things. Let's jump into new smart lock from Level Lock has come out recently. Sorry about this little pop-up here. This just started, and I don't know. I got to figure out how to get rid of that. But yeah, the new Level Lock Plus with Matter. So this is pretty nice. New product. This supports Matter over Thread. And yeah, it supports Apple HomeKey. It's pretty expensive for a smart lock, especially one, I think, without like a keypad, no fingerprint sensor or anything like that. But it is a really, really nice looking lock, mainly because it just looks like a regular lock, and it does support Apple HomeKey. So I wanted to share that because Matter over Thread, especially for a smart lock, to me, I prefer Thread connectivity on my smart lock, so that's really nice. Sam, what's up? Sam is in the house. Sam, the man, actually helping us and hooking us up with the Arre stuff. Thank you so much, Sam, for gifting 5 channel membership. So if you received a gifted membership, thank Sam. Thank you, Sam, for doing that. As a channel member, you get early access to new videos. You get access to our member Discord server. We do monthly video chats over there in Discord as well. Some behind the scenes stuff, and you can kind of message me anytime over there on Discord as a channel member. So thank you, Sam, for doing that. And anybody can join if you want to join for a member. It's about $5 a month. There is a, just click the join button down there somewhere beside the like button. It's somewhere down there by the subscribe button, I think. Aaron Swartz, what's up, Aaron? Nice to see you here. It says 62 entries, only 17 thumbs up. Give Shane some love. Thank you so much, Aaron. Good to see you. Let's see. HomeKit Techie. What's going on, HomeKit Techie? Good to see you here as well. Let's see. What did I... thanks, Frederick. Yes, talking about joining the Discord server. So I get some questions about this. Sometimes people have trouble connecting. You just connect your YouTube account in your Discord user settings if you're a channel member to get access to that. I'm planning to make just a really quick tutorial video for new members just to show how to do that, because I do fairly often get questions about that. But it's real simple to do. Just once you have a Discord account, just connect your YouTube account there. Let's see. Brian says, still waiting on the level to get back to me about a firmware update. They're taking a while, might return, and by the Matter version if I don't hear soon. Yeah, so so that's a firmware update. Did they say that they are going to update the existing ones? It's the Level Lock Plus, correct? The existing one without Matter, did they say they're going to update that? So that would be this one, right? This the one you have, Brian? Yeah, I know they've kind of been back and forth in terms of like their thread support. It was always Bluetooth, and they said they actually have a thread radio in there. It's been kind of confusing, so I haven't followed it too closely. Only the Level Lock Plus for now. So they are going to do a firmware update supposedly on that. Yeah, that would be nice. All right, and I see Zane mentioned the Aqara valve, so that is something else we can talk about. This just came out. Let me hit, oh, wrong button. I always hit the wrong button. The Aqara water valve controller, or valve controller. I guess you can control any valve with this, but this just came out. Released a video on this yesterday. It just released yesterday, actually, and if you are, so finally, we've been waiting on this one for a while, but if you are interested in this, there is a discount code that I have, and I check in that video because I don't think I remember to put it in this live stream description, but check the video description of that video on this, and there's a discount code that I think is good, at least, I think it's through the 21st, so I think you have another day. Trent says, mine comes tomorrow. Timothy says, do you like the new valve, I'm assuming? Probably mean valve there, from Aqara. I do like it. So definitely check out that video that I released yesterday if you're interested in that. I can share some more on it here, just a little bit about it. I mean, it's a pretty basic device, honestly, but it connects via Zigbee to one of the Aqara bridges. So you do need an Aqara Zigbee hub to connect this to one of their Zigbee 3.0 hubs. Let's see, it says, it doesn't say which ones it supports. I think it supports all of them except maybe one of the camera hubs. But anyways, I connected mine to my M3 hubs, works with the M2 hub as well. It is battery operated, which I know some people are kind of torn on that. Batteries are good in some ways, and then, it's nice to have hardwired power in other ways, so that kind of just depends. It's definitely a retrofit solution here, so this goes over top your existing valve, kind of like you see right there. They say extended battery life. They're claiming up to 2 years on this, so I'm really curious to see if that holds up. Obviously, haven't been able to test the battery life on it, how long, to see how long that will truly last. But what I really like about this one, so I've been using water shutoff valves. We talked about them a number of times here in these streams, but what I like about water shutoff valves is just creating automations, because I can use these water sensors to, if they detect water, these are also from Aqara. If these detect water, turn off the valve, shut off water to the whole house. And what's really nice about this one with the Aqara water sensors is that it just works really easily. Like, it's super easy to connect your water sensors to that without having to go and create automations and all that stuff. There's just an option right there in the Aqara app underneath the device settings where you can pair water sensors. They just make it really easy. So I really like that. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Trent. Trent, the man. There you go. So if you're interested, appreciate you going to grab that. Says the discount code 15% off of the water valve is, and that should be for US, I believe. There's also a Canada code, which is separate, but that should be the US code, I think. So thank you, Trent, for sharing that. Can it be for a gas line? So you can. I think when they first were talking about this and releasing it, they were I think they were planning to advertise it that way for like water valves and gas valves, but I assume there's some sort of like legal issues maybe with that. So you don't really see any references to gas valves like officially on their page or anything at this point. You might be able to find something in there, but they kind of removed, it seems like they kind of removed all that language. So you can use it on basically any kind of valve, like I said, really that would be compatible with it. But just be careful, I guess, when you're messing with gas, and maybe they kind of removed that for legal reasons. That's my guess. Larry says, my wife was really impressed with your video and we're going to buy it tomorrow. She thinks she can install it herself. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, thank you for watching. Tell your wife thank you for watching. I appreciate that. And especially my valve is pretty tough to turn, and that kind of makes it a little hard. I was still able to get mine to work. Again, it's all in that video if you haven't seen it. But the easier your valve is to turn, the better these things are going to work. So I had a demo valve and it worked great on that. So just something to kind of keep in mind. If you have a really tough one, you might have some issues, but this is, I honestly didn't think this would be able to turn my valve because it's difficult to, and it did. So I was impressed by that. I honestly thought it wasn't going to work out before I got it. And then I tested it. I was like, man, it actually works. Because I have used some like really cheap Zigbee water shutoff valves before, just kind of like generic, Zigbee valve controllers that I found like on Amazon and stuff before in the past, and they did not have nowhere near the torque needed to turn my valve. So really happy that this one does. Yeah, that's the thing. Keenan says I would if I had but he has a different style of valve. So you could, replace your valve completely, but that's definitely more tedious, Might have to get a plumber for something like that. Gadget Review Videos says I have an automation that turns my valve on and off once a month to keep free and preventing from seizing up over time. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I like that. I've heard of some people doing that before. That's smart. Also prevents like buildup and stuff like that, and making that valve harder to actually open. Rubio. Sorry, man. I'm bad with names. I hope if I mispronounce it, I'm sorry. Ask, my water shutoff valve is rounded. Is there an adapter for a different rounded valve controller? So this one here comes with two different types of mounts, but there's no adapter for different types of valve types. Let me see if I can find in here. Just to show you what that looks like, the valve types, because it's butterfly valves, and I forget the name of the other type. But yeah, you can check out, like I said, check out that video. It explains it more. And you can get all this right there on their website. But this shows you like the dimensions and everything. So you got that type of valve. Is that the butterfly? I forget which one is which, but there's nothing for the round type. Well, I don't know. Let me see, what was there? So there's one. Where's the other one at? Does it show it here? Okay, so yeah, that's the butterfly. So I don't know if that might be the round, if you have a valve like that, then it would work. So, but again, you could check out the specific specs on the website as well, but butterfly and then the lever type is what it's designed for. Also, Aqara released at the same time the Aqara smoke detector. Now, unfortunately, this is, well, unfortunately for me, I guess, this is just available in the EU, so this is exclusively a European product, which I expected would be the case once this did release, but it is available if you're in Europe. Check it out if you're interested in this, because, I mean, 10-year battery life, Zigbee 3.0, that alone I think is pretty awesome for a smoke detector, built-in siren, you know, so a connected smoke detector, that's nice. We just don't really have many options for something like that in the US, and it's because of the regulations here are really strict. So I think a lot of these smart home companies just don't even bother or can't get through the regulations and stuff to make something like this. That's what it seems. Because I mean, to this day, there's literally only a couple, maybe 2 smoke detectors that support HomeKit natively. You know, and my experience hasn't been 100% great really with any of them. So yeah, it would be awesome to have that in the US. Yep, I know. I wish we did have more options in the US for that. Don says, I'm looking for a water shutoff valve that senses slow leaks. For example, I have a pinhole in the line that caused damage. Is there anything available? Well, this product itself doesn't detect leaks. This, you know, you have to connect it with these. All this does is controls the valve. It does not detect leaks. So, you know, you have to rely on water sensors wherever you want, you know, in your house. You could put up, I don't know if there's a limit, but you could put these all over your house to detect water. So if there's a specific spot, you would put one of these there, and then if it detects water, it would shut off the thing. On top of that, if you're trying to detect like pressure changes in water, you'll need to get something that's not retrofit. So this one's retrofit. The EcoNet Bulldog is retrofit. All the ones I've used have been retrofit, but you can get something like, now this doesn't support HomeKit natively, but I'll just show you real quick. Something like this, the Moen Flow. So you would install something like this in line in your plumbing there, instead of controlling the valve itself, and this can turn on and off. And this can detect water flow. So if there's big changes in water flow, maybe you have a slow leak somewhere, this should be able to detect it. And you would need something like this if you wanted to do that. So I haven't used one of those, but yeah, that might be what you have to look into. Giordi, thanks so much. Celebrates 24 months of membership. I appreciate you for being a channel member. 24 months, man, 2 years. Thank you so much for the support. Says, have you gotten the newest Narwhal to work via HomePod through shortcuts? Because I haven't. Oh yeah, go birds. Let's see. I got it to work via shortcuts, but I don't use them regularly. I don't use shortcuts regularly for my Narwhal. Not right now. I haven't been. So to answer your question, I don't know. I know that I was able to get shortcuts set up because I was talking with some people in the member Discord server not too long ago about that, and I got it set up and everything, but I don't know that I triggered it with my HomePod or that I tried. So I would have to get back to you on that. But if you have a shortcut and everything's working in the shortcut and you can run it manually from the Shortcuts app, you should be able to trigger that on your HomePod just using the name of the shortcut. So if something's not working there, that's probably an Apple Home or a shortcut related issue, it sounds like. But you should just be able to use, the wake word and then say the name of the shortcut, and it should work. But maybe there's an issue with the names. Sometimes that could be a thing. So maybe try different names, or maybe try to rebuild the shortcut and use a different name and see if maybe that would fix the issue. I don't know what a narwhal is, and at this point I'm afraid to ask. I guess I should clarify. Narwhal is a robot vacuum, so it's the one I've been using. Really, really like it. They've got a good range now of robot vacuums, all at different price points too. So definitely some good stuff. Oh, okay, Don. Yeah, that's a good point. So, in all likelihood, the shortcuts integration for the Narwhal runs through their app, but because of that, it will not work with the HomePods, only on your phone or your iPad. That's a good point, but it should still work. So that does make me think you do need to make sure you have personal request turned on for your HomePod. So you should still be able to run personal shortcuts from your HomePod. It will technically still run on your phone. That should be how it works. So maybe that's it. So check to make sure you do have personal request enabled for your HomePod in order to do that. Hoping to see Matter updates. Yeah, I mean we should see Matter vacuums in Apple Home soon. They said later this year. We're still waiting. That's kind of how it goes, Nice. Fokker Tuber says installed Inovelli White Series switch dimmers based on your video, and they are wonderful. Very nice. Glad to hear that. Yeah, good product there. Inovelli makes some nice stuff. All right, so I see some questions. All right, I may have missed some questions. So if you have a question, go ahead and drop it in the chat. I've got a couple of them saved. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing questions. Did I have anything else I wanted to cover? Not really. There's new products. We'll do another giveaway here really soon. Is the Aqara as strong as the Bulldog, says Lurcher? It is not. It is not. So the torque is not as strong on the Aqara valve, but it's still very good. So again, I was worried about it being able to turn my valve, but it still did. It's very strong. It's definitely the second strongest one that I've tried. I haven't tried all of them, but like I said, I did try some cheaper Zigbee ones, and I have been using the Bulldog for a long time, and this doesn't have as much torque as the Bulldog, but still very good. So especially for the price point, I mean, this is like probably about like a third of the price, maybe a little more. But yeah, much more affordable product in the Aqara valve controller. I got the Narwhal and I like it, but it seems like it's just burning through water and washes the mop constantly. Tried to change the setting, but it's a bit crazy. Are you seeing the same? I'm not seeing the same because honestly, I don't use the mop function very often in my house. We have hardwood floors and we just don't really like to use water a lot. So even when I do run the mop, I have it set to the lowest setting for water, like how much water it uses when it mops. And even then, we don't do that a whole lot. So I'm not seeing the same just because I'm probably not using the mopping feature near as much as you are. But you can go in there and set the water down. I mean, sounds like maybe you've tried that already. Yeah, if it seems like something's out of the ordinary, I would reach out to support and see if that's normal. But again, I don't really use the mopping too much in mine, and when I do, I use the lowest setting. I'm just afraid of it damaging the hardwood floors, with too much water. Water's not good for hardwood floors. Leak was inside the wall. Yeah, that's a tough one there. That's a tough one. Yeah, the only way to detect something like that is to probably hope, and even then, if it's, I don't know, I guess something that can detect the water pressure would help that. Let me see, trying to flag. Larry, that's a good question. If you bought that smoke detector from Alibaba and had it shipped here, would it work in the United States, or do you think they would block it somehow? It would probably work in the United States. I've used products from Aqara that were not sold in the US before. You may have to add it to your Zigbee hub manually if you're using US servers through the Aqara app, which you probably are. I would recommend that. Or you could change the servers in the app. So you probably can use it some way, but just keep in mind that they're not up to code in the US. So like, you know, every residential home has to have a certain number of smoke detectors and stuff. I think they gotta be wired. So something like that wouldn't meet code. So maybe you can add one as an additional, you know, if you wanted to, but it wouldn't be, it wouldn't meet code probably as your main smoke detectors. Is the Flow battery powered? I think so, but honestly, I don't really know a whole lot about this product. 2 out of 5 homeowners have experienced water damage. It's a serious thing. Let's see. Let's see if it tells us. See, no home kit, unfortunately. Where's the specs at? See, measures water usage, temperature, and pressure. So it is nice. I read some reviews. I was actually thinking about getting one of these. I don't see the specs to see if it's battery powered or not, but it must, I would think it is. Does anybody know? Does anybody have one? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's battery powered or not. I have to look into it some more, but I would assume so. Oh, thank you, William. I figured somebody would have one or no. Appreciate that. William says Flow by Moen is hooked up to AC power. Okay, that's the thing. You know, all these product shots. You know, same thing like with Apple and everybody else. They show you all this stuff, but they never show you the cords. That's why you can never assume. Thank you though. Says it's hooked up to AC power, and that's good if you have a outlet nearby. A lot, you know, it can be tricky. I actually had to install an outlet near my water valve in order to use that Bulldog that I was previously using. But thank you, William. Answered the question there for us. There are smart faucets. There's only a couple, I think. Is it? It's either Moen or Kohler. One of those two makes a smart shower that supports HomeKit, and there's others that don't support HomeKit too, probably. But yeah, there are some out there. I've not used a smart shower yet. Maybe that should be on my radar for 2025. We'll see. All right, let's do a quick giveaway real quick. What do you guys say? All right, once again, we've got the Arre. Sorry if that was right in the microphone. The Arre smart button and temperature sensor. So let's do another giveaway on these. I see the questions. Giveaway. Here we go. Enter thread, all caps, in the chat for a chance to win. 1 Arre smart button, 1 Arre temperature sensor. Oh, you know what? While we're waiting, I totally forgot to mention. Well, I'll show you guys once we're done. But they're sending a special little gift with these now, and I forgot to mention that to you. So I'll show you here in just a second. Once these come through, we'll give it a few more seconds on this. Again, don't spam the chat. I don't know why I say that every time. It never works. Your comment will be picked once. Sorry, I need to get to the giveaway tool. Let's do this again. All right, and this time we are doing thread 68. All right, here we go. And the winner is the Chinese Mantis. All right, Dr. Cole, man, almost made it there. I saw your name pop up. The Chinese Mantis, congratulations on being a winner. Frederick's going to drop a comment in there on how you can claim your prize. So be on the lookout for that. And congratulations once again. And thank you everybody for participating. The Chinese Mantis, make sure you check out Frederick's comment there so you can claim your prize, okay, in the chat. And yeah, let me show you real quick while we're on the topic. Sorry, wrong button. What comes in these? So this is a special little gift that Sam is sending out I'm pretty sure all of the products during the Black Friday sales event will come with this neat little pack of pins here. And you should get one of these if you won one today as well. So you have, this is the Arre logo. You have a nice little pin here of the smart button, which is pretty cool. The temperature sensor, and what is that? That is actually a smart lock. So in case you didn't know, Arre has been planning a smart lock for quite a while. Let me see if we can pull up the website. So it's not available, but hopefully sometime 2025, Matter and Thread, we were talking about that earlier. Very nice looking smart lock, so hopefully we'll see this sometime next year. But it is a Matter and Thread based smart lock, and I think he plans to support Apple Home Key on this, which is really nice. But yeah, you get cool little pins if you get an order right now. Let me go ahead and show you too while we're doing it. Smart button in person. I dropped an Instagram video today. Let me pull back here a little bit. Oh, good question, Garrett. I believe, I don't know if Sam is in the chat. Let me know, Sam, if they order through Amazon, will they still get the special gift? I think it's just through the website. That's a very good question, Garrett. Maybe Sam is in the chat and can let us know. But definitely through the website. And Mantic John, no, the giveaway is not US only. It's not US only. But this is the button. I haven't pulled the thing for the battery yet because I don't want to start it yet. But you can see it comes with this cool little magnetic base. There are some screws in here that you can use if you want to screw this in somewhere. But just a really clean looking little smart button there. And it supports Matter over Thread. So I've been using one of these lately to control a Matter smart light, actually a Govee Matter smart light in my bedroom. And it's really cool. And here, I'll go ahead and show you too the temperature sensor. That's the temperature sensor. It comes with this little magnetic base. Just a really simple little plastic product, but just a clean looking product, especially when you set it on a shelf or something. You know, I like the clean design of those. Yeah, that would be awesome. Edgar says, I think Sam wants to release the lock with new UWB standard. That would be awesome. That will definitely be 2025. So hopefully. Yeah, I think, oh yeah, you were replying to Harold. I think, I've heard there's some issues with like the YouTube like counter or whatever, sometimes with live streams. So I'm not really sure what the deal is with that. Let me see, does it tell me how many likes I get? I can't see from here, I don't think. I just see the views and stuff. Oh, nice. There's Sam. Sam says UWB is definitely planned. Wow, that's awesome. You guys heard it here first. So planning on ultra wideband support for the Arre Smart Home Matter over Thread lock. Really cool to hear. All right, and let's see. I was trying to see, Sam, if international placement is coming soon. Sam, let me know in the chat if they, and I'm sorry if I missed it, but if they order from Amazon, do they get one of the little special gifts with the pins, or is that just through the website? I can't remember. You probably told me, but I forgot. But yeah, awesome stuff. So thanks, Sam, for providing these. We'll do another giveaway at the end of the stream. Stay tuned. We got one more. We'll do no pins from Amazon. Okay, it is just through their website. Just through the website. And there's also going to be some Black Friday sales coming up. I hope I can say that. So stay tuned for that if you guys maybe want to get some extra smart buttons or temperature sensors. Let me see if we got some questions here. Go ahead and drop questions if you have some. Let's see. Will the Inovelli White Switch work with a DC ceiling fan if the switch is set to smart bulb mode? That is a good question. So the only way that would work is if your smart fan is connected to HomeKit or to your smart home ecosystem somehow. So what smart bulb mode does is basically just bypasses the physical connection of the switch. You know what I mean? So, and then you can then just create automation. So when you hit the actual switch, it doesn't actually activate the switch, the physical wired switch there. So that's what smart bulb mode does. So if your ceiling fan, if your DC fan is connected to your smart home somehow, then maybe you would be able to create an automation that, says when your switch turns on, turn on the fan, and vice versa. But that would be the only way, I think. So DC fans are kind of tricky. Question, are you still using a Aqara door sensor for your gate? I was thinking that it might be better with Z-Wave. What do you think, Shane? Good question. Yes, I am still using my Aqara sensors with my gate. I actually, just the other day, maybe like last week, one of my gate sensors was acting up, and they're so cheap and affordable, to be honest with you. I just replaced it. I had another one laying around that I was able to use, and I just replaced it. But I've been using those out there for probably at least 2 years, I think. It's been a while. Like I said, I think it's at least 2 years, and that's pretty good for a door sensor that's working all the way outside. It's not covered or protected. I did put it in the little casing. If you saw that video, I talked about that. I just got some real cheap little cases that I could put it inside to kind of protect it from the elements. But they've been working out there for years, and I did just replace one, but the connection and everything has been great to them. The other one is still going strong, so hopefully that answers that question. I always got to scroll to get back to the top of the chat. Any review for the Nanoleaf Sense Plus switch? I want to. That's a product that maybe selfishly I'm just really curious about. I think a lot of you guys are too. It seems like there's a lot of interest. So if you are, let me know, and I will probably do a review on that. I don't have one yet, so I'm waiting to get mine still. But yeah, I'm really curious about the product. I'm excited about it, and I want to try it out. So I hope it lives up to the excitement that I have for it. But yeah, at the moment, I don't have a review coming on it, but maybe it's something that we can get done in the near future. All right, we got a few more questions here. I'm going to try to get to as many of these as I can. We're actually getting close to the top of the hour. What's up with your Homy Pro setup? Man, Homy Pro was great. I really liked Homy Pro, and I am tempted every freaking day to go back to using Homy Pro. I'll tell you, the only reason I stopped using Homy Pro is because I wanted to try out Home Assistant and see what that hype was all about. I just got tired of seeing comments like, use Home Assistant, you should try Home Assistant, you can do this in Home Assistant. So I said, all right, I'm gonna try it out. And I just, at this point I have so much stuff in my smart home, largely because of the channel, that I wanted to just kind of minimize a little bit. So I did just unplug and remove my Homy Pro just for a while I could test out Home Assistant. I wanted to see if I could do everything with Home Assistant that I was doing with Homy Pro. You pretty much can, but I do really miss Homy Pro. Gosh, just compared to Home Assistant, it was just so much easier, I think, in my opinion. I know there's probably some Home Assistant users here that are hating me for saying anything bad about Home Assistant. Yeah, Homy Pro flows are just so awesome. Oh man, it's so nice. What can you do in Home Assistant? Anything that you can imagine, really, you can do in Home Assistant. It's extremely powerful. I mean, it's fantastic in that sense. But it's a learning curve. It definitely is a learning curve. It's easier now than it's ever been, I think. They've definitely made some massive improvements with the UI and everything like that. But definitely still a learning curve, So, but yeah, Homy Pro is really powerful. The automation engine and everything in there is really great. The UI is just unmatched in my experience with Homy Pro, and especially those advanced flows, and it's just really great. It is very expensive. That's a good point, John. It is very expensive, the Homy Pro. And you may run into some limitations in terms of compatibility with your existing smart home products if you already have a bunch. So that might be an issue too. But that's something that's pretty rare with Home Assistant. You can get most things to work with Home Assistant. Aaron says, if you had to start over from scratch, would you choose Home Assistant or Homy Pro? That's a good question. I think. Yeah, that's an interesting question, Aaron. I think to truly answer this, well, first I would ask, or if you mean me personally, if I was brand new, if I didn't have a YouTube channel and I was brand new and I just wanted to do smart home stuff and I was choosing between these two, I personally would probably go with Homy Pro. Now, that's because I'm not a programmer or a developer, and I have a past life as more of a designer, and so I really love the user interface of Homy Pro. It's super clean. It's way easier to get started with, I think, than Home Assistant is. And you can kind of just set it up and kind of move on about your life, a little bit easier. With Home Assistant, it kind of becomes your life, And so that's why I say it kind of depends. Like some people really like that. And if you have that kind of networking and that like developer coder type of brain, then you may really enjoy Home Assistant and actually just tinkering with it all the time. I would probably rather not personally, but it's just a matter of like your taste, I think. But and another thing is if you're starting like brand new and you're picking between one of these two, if you bought Homy Pro, for example, then you could just make sure that any smart home products you buy, you would just get stuff that is compatible with Homy Pro. So it would be a lot easier in that sense. Whereas if you already have kind of a mature smart home set up and then you get Homy Pro, some of your stuff might not work with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my 2 cents there on that question. I hope that helps. Yeah, they've really been doing a lot. That's true. Yep, Homy Pro dashboards is coming. That's been one of my favorite things about Home Assistant has been the dashboards, lately. I've been, using that, and Homy Pro they're working on that. It's in beta right now. I think it's still in beta, but yeah, it definitely looks very promising. Good to see they're working on that. Jordy, see, that's another level right there. Home Assistant plus Chat GPT, next level right there. And there's some people that love that stuff. And I will admit, the more I've been tinkering with Home Assistant, the more I do enjoy getting things to work and stuff. But it does it just consumes you in Home Assistant. It really can. But it's more of a hobby, I think, with Home Assistant. That's what it comes down to. All right, I see a couple more questions we're gonna get to, and then I'm gonna do the last giveaway. Still having trouble with my home away automations with Home Assistant. The documentation all out there is challenging. Try it if you. So if you have any recommendations as you get through it, I'm all ears. Okay, I haven't really set up automations for home and away in my Home Assistant yet, but I'll definitely keep you in mind as I start doing that, and maybe we can talk some more about that in our Discord later. How bright is the RGB LED bar on the Inovelli dimmer? I'm thinking about putting one in my kids' room and wondering if it puts off enough light to function as a nightlight. I don't think I would say it's enough for a nightlight, personally. It's more of like it's good for a status notification, you know, turn it red when the alarm is on or whatever, and it's good to know where the light switch is, but I don't think it would be enough for a nightlight. Tobias says, are those brilliant light switch panels still on sale? I'm so sad that they are currently not supported for German homes. I'm not sure about brilliant light switches, if they're on sale. I know there was I think a buyout recently with brilliant light switches. I know George was a big fan of using those at one point. I'm not sure if George is still in the chat or not. So this was what the question is about. I've never used these. I know they kind of went through some issues recently as a company, and I think they sold the company. I don't know 100%. Yeah, Trent says that's a George question. That's right. Yeah, I know George has used these a lot. I think he even made a video on it. So Silver Hammer, or George Langabeer now is the YouTube channel. Where he talked about those. Yeah, I'm not sure if those are on sale, but I'll keep a lookout. Oh, there he is. George says Brilliant is back in business, but they are concentrating on selling to builders now. Okay. Very nice. Yeah, y'all check out George's channel. Tobias says, I actually saw them on George's channel and really liked them. Yeah, check out George's channel, guys, if you have not already. Good YouTube channel there with more smart home stuff. All right, let's see. A couple more questions. Can we use Eve motion sensor for Lutron Caseta automations? Yeah. Anything that works in your smart home ecosystem can be used together to automate stuff. So if you have Eve motion sensors and you have Lutron Caseta light switches, once you get them all into HomeKit, you can create automation. So when your motion sensor detects motion, turn on your Lutron lights. Sure, you can do that as long as they support the same ecosystems, and those do both support Apple Home. Have you done, or do you plan to, or do you know of anyone that has covered setting up HomeKit in a new construction home, including during construction or custom installation? That's a good question. So it's been quite a while, but there was a video I did on my channel called, I think it was like building a new smart home or starting from scratch. I'm trying to remember the name. It might have been starting from scratch, something like that. But and I think there's even a playlist. It might be in my getting started playlist. If you dig around on my channel, you can probably find that video. Again, it's a couple years old now, but that video, I kind of just walked through what I would do if I was building a new smart home today, like from the ground up. And I did discuss the differences in, you know, if you're building versus just buying a home. Now, if you're talking about custom installation, I just kind of provided some recommendations and stuff as far as thinking about your wiring, light switches and stuff like that you might not think about, outlets and stuff. So look for that video and maybe that'll be helpful. And aside from that, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think if I don't know of any other videos that are like that, but that might be something I can revisit in the future. It would be a good topic, I think. Looking for a contact door sensor with a temperature and humidity sensor. Is there one out there? I feel like there is. I'm trying to think right now of a temperature and humidity sensor that's built into a door sensor. Gosh, I know there's some with a motion sensor built in, like the Ecobee one has a motion sensor built in. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's one with a temperature sensor. Nothing comes to mind off the top of my head for that one. All right, it's 5 o'clock. At least here it's 5 o'clock. Let's do one more giveaway here. This is what we got. This is what we're giving away one last time. One temperature sensor and one smart button from Arre. Again, let me just show you. You get the extra little fun pack of pins in there, as well as the smart button that you can use in your smart home. Let's do this last giveaway. All right, giveaway number 3. Let me go back. You go ahead and put smart in the chat now. Smart is the word. That's our keyword this time. Oh, thanks. JCM says Unify has a sensor, a door sensor with a temperature sensor. Nice. I did not know that. Appreciate that. I've not used any of the Unify sensors or anything like that. I've got the Unify Ubiquity network stuff now, but haven't gotten into the cameras or any of their other stuff. But hopefully soon I will. I'm curious about their cameras. That might be next. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and do the last giveaway. Let me type the word in here. And let's go. 67. Here we go. And the winner is Ren Simpson. Congratulations, Ren. Frederick is going to drop a comment in the chat with some details on how you can claim your prize. But congratulations on winning these smart home products. I hope you guys enjoy the smart home products, those of you who won. Thanks again, Sam and Arre, for sending out the products so that we could do these giveaways during the live stream. That's always a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I appreciate everybody for hanging out and talking smart home stuff with me, all the questions and everything. It was a lot of fun as always. Again, I've got, I had 2 videos come out in the past week. Check them out if you haven't already. We've got Black Friday video coming out soon. I'm also going to have my website updated with all the Black Friday smart home deals and everything like that. So if you're looking to buy some stuff, save a little bit of money for your smart home, definitely kind of hold off until that happens. And yeah, a lot of good stuff coming. I appreciate you guys all for hanging out and being here. I hope you all have a great rest of your day and a great week. All right, God bless.